Hire more weird people. Thanks to Katie Payne for sending this article, which I link below. Amy Kean, the CEO and creative director of Good Shout, says that if you want to differentiate your media business, you should hire more weirdos. Media is a small, fairly tight-knit community, and most people want to fit in, but that can stifle creativity. There's been an influx, she says, of really average people, and that leads to fear of failure and insecurity. Both of those lead to formulas, to tried and tested, and to endless jargon. Amy cites research that shows that the more jargon you use, the more insecure you are. That's kind of interesting. I always thought it was because you didn't have the intelligence to use your own words, but okay. Weird can sometimes be associated with creativity and originality and can be used to describe ideas, art, or individuals who break from conventional norms. Weird people don't see the world through the same filters as everyone else, and they're not always second-guessing their ideas based on what they're afraid other people might think of them. Now, I love the idea of hiring more weird people with some, I think, fairly obvious caveats. You don't want a weird accountant, for example, unless you're doing something illegal, and you don't want a majority weird staff because you'll never get anything done. Most of your staff needs to be stable, reliable, by the book, follow the rules kind of people. But in many areas, we do want fresh, creative, out-of-the-box ideas. So think about your staff for a minute and ask who's challenging the narrative, who's coming up with new ideas. Sometimes the new idea is unrealistic, but it might nudge you in a new direction. Now, we usually think of diversity in such bland terms. There are so many ways to encourage diversity that will give you a competitive advantage. So here are some things to think about. Personality differences, like extroverts versus introverts. People who are raised with money versus people who grew up poor. Country folk versus city folk. Natives versus foreigners. Young versus old. Different levels and types of education. Different professional backgrounds. And yes, as Amy Kean suggests, sometimes you need a weirdo. Well, I hope you appreciated this podcast. If you did, please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And remember that if you have any needs in your company, even if you just need somebody to chat through what you're doing and get a second opinion, give me a call. Thanks so much.